You didn't have much competition though.
No, I didn't, but I did.
This guy, when I started school with Harmon, he was there in, well, primer class, as we call it. He was there, he sat in the back there, and he wasn't too bright. He sat in the back there, and when I finished, went out of grade 8, he was still sitting there. Still sitting there. See, they never had no, you know, at that time, no
Resource or anything.
school, you know, for the kids. My sister, I know, she's, if they're down in McGregor Point, they got one boy. That'd be the second one, wouldn't he? Greg?
Stevie's the oldest, no, Greg's the oldest, or Stevie's the oldest.
Steve's the oldest, yeah. And he's, you know, he's not, but, you know, they had a school down there that he went to, you see, to slow learners, you see. Well, he never did learn anything anyway, but he's what, he must be 40-some years old.
Yeah, but he functions totally on his own and lives on his own.
Stevie's through town every day.
Huh?
Stevie's through town every day.
Looks like Mark.
Stevie, he's through town every day.
Yeah.
Stevie Culver, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did your dad ever talk about going to school back in the old country? Did he learn a trade or anything back there?
No, bacon. He was a baker here when he first came here.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
The bake shop.
He had a bake
Dave,
shop.
you're the chef.
But you don't know
Dave's
whether
the
he did
baker.
that over in the old
Well,
country.
no, all I ever hear him talking was about being in the army.
Yeah, well, what else? What did he have to say about being in the army?
Well, just that he had a horse there, he used to feed him rice.
Rice.
Yeah.
Didn't you say he had some of the soldiers had to give rice for the horses so they wouldn't starve?
I guess so, because he said that rice kept them going, anyway.
Hey,
See, she's just come over and told me to go home.
So
She
it
just
was,
decides when it's time
Okay.
to
When he come over, he, like he had a pair of army boots there, and there's a picture there of him and
yeah.
a couple other guys.
Carol sent me a picture, yeah.
And he brought those boots with him, and I remember them being around here, you know.
Oh, really?
probably snowed in Mark.
Yeah, yeah.
Was he just in the army during the war? Do you know how long he was in the army?
I never, well, that time it didn't matter.
Sure.
But what he done over there, you know, he worked there after the war, or what he done. I guess maybe they just farmed over there.
I wonder where did they come over from? Where did they land when they came over?
Halifax.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Godfrey was in Halifax.
So do they have
that's
something
right.
there like Ellis Island in Halifax, I wonder? That you can go and see, like,
Yeah, you got all the records, so.
But I got the ship records, and they're in that book
See, I
that
think
brought
that's
you.
so neat with Ellis Island, how you can actually write to them and tell them ahead of time that you're going to be there on a certain day. If somebody else hasn't reserved that day, they'll turn the page to your family's page for that day.
Where that
Yeah,
They just got the,
so it's really neat when they do that.
Yeah, I was able to get, there's Ancestry.
Manifest.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's neat, eh?
Ancestry.com, yeah.
yeah, it's all there. When they arrived, 1928.
Yeah, and it's interesting how, it's like with my family, everybody thought that my grandpa and Herman Guller came at the same time. Well, they didn't. They came, when you check the ship records, they came a year apart. And people just, oral history kind of things get,
Blended.
people don't always know, and so it's nice to be able to check.
Grandpa have a car when did Grandpa buy his first car?
47.
Okay,
So he came in 28.
I was born in 28, and so we stopped.
So-
I guess they farmed in Belleville, that's where they,
Original,
that farm
Okay.
had.
How far is Belleville from here?
Long way.
You said Toronto, Belleville's 5 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 4.5 hours.
Oh, yeah, that, anyway.
Belleville, we've been to Belleville.
So they first came, and
Hello.
they had some sponsor,
There
but
you go.
and they had a sponsor in Belleville, we think.
I don't know.
Hard to know. Did he ever talk about how he got enough money
Yep.
to come over?
It's never,
Yeah.
Rafts in the water.
Oh, that's you do.
Yeah, I did take a
This is David.
Yes, David. Nice to meet you. I'm Dennis. Pleasure to meet you.
Hi, I'm Terry.
That's number 2. Number 1 isn't here, that's number 2, that's number 3.
Okay, and your name again is?
Dave.
Dave.
Dave, okay.
So you guys come a long way then?
Mike,
Yeah, it was 11 hours. So
Yeah, that'd be a long trip,
yeah,
yeah.
it was a good jaunt, but it was well worth it.
Yeah, good.
It was a nice drive. We had good weather coming up, and just kind of pretty country. We were saying it looks a lot like, reminds us a lot of northern Wisconsin.
Yeah, that area, yeah.
Farms and, although Wisconsin's a little hillier. You're pretty flat, at least where we came through. And,
Mike has claimed to be the best looking baby too, by
Is
the
that
way.
right?
I'm not trying to start any trouble or anything, but.
That's good.
Yeah, but
Marilyn said you
babies
didn't
don't
have any
count.
competition.
Oh, yeah, I got that part. No, thanks, Carol. I'm not sure what Carol said, but I'll make something up.
You find it?
What's that?
Gettysburg?
You're getting very quick with
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I know. Look at you.
We traveled
I
down
had good teachers.
I bet you went right down 15 when you went to Charleston.
Yeah, could have been.
I'm just trying, where's that, there's a great big bridge.
You deserve it.
Oh, that's nowhere there.
Well, the Susquehanna, you cross in Harrisburg, but it's not real big.
No, that wouldn't be, the bridge would probably be,
No, we went through Pittsburgh,
Yeah, okay, you're farther.
oh, you went
Yeah.
over that way?
Yeah,
I'm sure we
He's
did.
golfing.
Went through the mountains, Virginia,
yep.
Yes.
That makes sense.
all the way down.
Probably 81 then. Probably 81.
So how long did your dad bake then? How long was he a baker?
Yeah, 15, is that what you're looking
Yeah,
for?
15 right down here, right?
I remember,
I can't even-
15.
it'd be a few
Yeah,
years,
see,
'cause I
that goes all the
remember
way
going
up
to
to
the bake
Niagara
shop.
Falls.
Did you help at all?
Here's
with that
some
job?
Yeah, I got it.
You did?
Yeah.
Yours, Gettysburg's right there.
Yeah, so
He
we
was
just,
working
we live
there,
like it.
and then he
2
got
times
up
a
in the
mile on
factory.
15.
Yeah, that's
Right up,
where,
yeah.
Yeah, we live
everybody
Yeah,
worked
close
up
to
there,
the-
anyways.
Yeah,
That-
sure.
Yeah, go and start
Everybody
digging.
worked up there. And,
Yeah, that's the way we
so
went.
that's where he stayed.
It's such a nice
Yeah.
view,
Over that
and
way.
it's by the water
34.
treatment plant. The old
I
railroad.
think
Oh,
in
West Virginia is
1934, they
beautiful.
brought this.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
It's,
It was
yeah.
everything that
was
over
Yeah,
It's
there.
just like to walk around and sort of
Yeah.
show you these plants, these prickly ones.
And then they
It's so
bought
nice.
this.
Yep, I'm sure.
I think
When you
it
drive by,
paid
you can't.
$2,000 for it.
You know,
I know, well, there's so many options.
It's actually water treatment
And,
plants. And then rail trail.
well, they had a couple of cows there,
And it goes behind a bunch of
their
houses.
calves,
And
and they
then it
had
goes by those
them,
really nice
year-old stuff,
Yeah.
and one horse, and mare, and, she had a colt, and we kept the colt, and we sold the mare,
No concern at all.
and, he used one horse for, it was 10 acres there, that's what they bought. You see, they one horse done all the work.
Okay.
Wow, they used that.
Where did you come
How
from?
many,
There's lots of
did you milk
nice,
cows in there?
Oh, yeah.
unorganized.
The cows, bought more land. The end there, they were milking 6 cows,
Go back to tomorrow.
and, had their
You work with,
calves.
Dan Ruskey's
Kept
wife.
them for
Yeah.
years, and they went for the chicken.
But
Pig.
further back, I love it.
Yeah.
Chicken, and all that, yeah, that all went with it.
In your front?
And,
Yeah, she's really nice.
oh, yeah, you know, like you say, there, years ago, they had it tough.
Yeah, she's really friendly.
They had it tough, and I know, like, used to, the manure, they'd haul it on the wagon back to the field, people would drop it off, and then go back and spread it with a fork.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I remember those days.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you got a place?
So a manure spreader. Yeah, well, now they have those pits.
Oh.
Pits, yeah. Yeah.
And I've got
Hay,
five,
God, you used to get hay, you know, and unload it all with, by hand. And they finally got forks.
Forklift, yeah, fork.
Yeah.
Well, I met them.
Sassy.
Oh, yeah, you were here.
Oh, no, they
Really
got-
nice.
They dropped in yesterday.
And they had the fork there, and I think it was still out in the barn there. And then when they got up high in the mouth, they had a longer fork, you know, a handle, longer handle to pitch up.
Tripped it.
Okay, we get between 3 and 4.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that's
leaving now,
something.
but get, 'cause I
All
told
there,
them to
everybody goes through it.
But get your mom to rest up too this afternoon,
No,
all right?
that's
Because we need her in case there's any trouble.
Hydro, there was no hydro here when,
Okay, so
we
put her,
moved
we're gonna
in
put her
there.
out front if somebody starts to cause
and,
problems.
and
They're
finally
gonna
before,
sacrifice somebody
Really
to
up
your
front.
mother.
they got hydro in the house. Yeah,
So I think that
$50
should be a
for
good
the
time.
house.
3.
Put hydro in, and then they put, a year or so later, they put it out in the barn out there, $25, put it out in the barn. And I guess that's a lot of money.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
So Adam's all loaded and moving down the river
Yeah,
now?
yeah, they're heading down the river.
On a pirate
Yeah,
ship
did
or
your
what kind
sister
of you
live
on?
in the area
Right.
too?
Yeah, I was
Sister?
trying to, they camp
See you
out
guys.
Brucedale out here, that's where they camp. And I thought they'd be in yesterday, because I haven't been talking to them lately, and I was gonna try and get a hold of them on the phone, but I don't think I can get them. I don't know if Brucedale will get them out there or not. But
Sure they
they
don't have
camp
cell
out there
phones.
all summer.
Oh, wow.
You wouldn't
Well,
think
see,
so,
we
but-
have, go ahead.
Weekends, that's when they
Wait, I'm
come
heading
up.
out. It was very
sometimes.
nice
Oh,
to meet
same
you.
here, yes.
Hopefully we'll get to see you guys again
Yes,
sometime,
yeah, I hope so.
If you ever get to Gettysburg,
Yeah,
just
Derek, come down to
let us
Pennsylvania.
know. Yes, yes.
We got,
It's nice to have some place to travel to and see.
Yeah.
we're only 2 hours from Washington DC, which isn't a big thing if you're from Canada, I guess.
Yeah,
But there are a lot of neat
Stuff to
museums
see.
and things.
Oh,
in-
yeah.
in
Yeah.
And
DC.
Mark, you could do a trip, couldn't you? A road
David,
trip
he
like
was
that?
down in Washington.
2 hours.
Yeah, you could do
Spent
a
a whole
road
month
trip.
down there.
Really? What were you doing?
See you guys.
Yes,
Yeah, bye-bye.
The engineering company I worked for, we got tied up with a company down there with fiber optic company.
Oh,
So we had
okay.
to survey all these areas around, like, we were right by the Pentagon and
Oh, wow.
the cemetery and
Arlington.
Arlington, yeah, right around that
Is it
whole
really
area.
neat?
We stayed in Arlington, actually, that area. Yeah, it's really nice, yeah. We were down there, we surveyed 30 days straight, never rained, I think it rained once. We
Wow.
hoping it would rain.
When
It
was
was in
that?
July, like, we were there for that.
Yeah.
Hot and humid, huh?
Oh, it was unbelievable.
Like to see the rain house, Mackenzie?
We were there for the big celebrations, the big fireworks. We actually took that half a day off and went down for the big fireworks there.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, we were,
quite a thing. Yeah.
we were surprised when we first went to DC, because you hear all these horror stories, you know, but beautiful parks and, you know, beautiful buildings, and it's, you know, it's really a nice place.
Yeah.
That's in Washington.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
See.
Yeah. Oh, this is
Well,
bad.
do a lot of people come here? We saw several campgrounds. I mean, do people come up here and spend the summer, or they park a trailer?
That's because of the lake. We had to go down yesterday and
Yeah, just check
see
out
the
the
lake.
In
Yeah.
the paper the other day, we were our shoreline was how many, I don't know how many thousands, it was the, one of the best sunsets.
Oh, really?
Did you not read that in the paper?
Yeah, we're,
Do you see that little flash, the
Yeah,
little
that's
green
the southern-
flash?
southern
That's just in the southern hemisphere? You don't see that there?
Well, that's what I was wondering, why here as opposed to somewhere else? But
Well, I know the beach is gorgeous. I mean, it's really, and it's got like a little cove. It's
yeah,
got
the
that
cove is
thing,
nice there.
the, whatever it is built out into the,
The breaker,
yeah,
breaker,
breaker.
whatever.
Late of July and August, that's when it's really busy. Oh, yeah.
Everybody comes
Yeah.
up. So they come up to get away from the heat from the other
city,
places?
the
Or, yeah, the
city.
city, yeah, okay.
Small.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do most people come up from where, to any place in particular?
Just the city.
Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah, Kitchener, Kitchener.
do a lot of people come from, like, say, Detroit or in that area?
They used to, years ago, there was a lot of people.
Not in Michigan, but not anymore.
No, you don't see.
Southampton has a fair bit out
Yeah,
there.
because with the dollar exchange, I would think it'd be pretty good for them.
Oh, yeah, it should be,
for a
yeah.
long time, yeah.
I see it's getting up to the 90 cents now, so.
Is that right?
You heard they said at the airport yesterday in Toronto it was $1.03
Is that right?
Oh,
eh?
that's not much difference, yeah.
Oh, good. No, it's something. No, like years ago, the Michigan cars, you saw them going through here all the time. Always.
Well, see, and where we live in Bloomer, you know, Bloomer is right on the start of the resort area going north, northern Wisconsin, and you used to see, well, you still do,
Chicago.
Everybody from Chicago would come up through Bloomer, going up to Rice Lake and
Oh, yeah.
and all the resort areas up there.
Oh, yeah. Well, isn't that a great fishing area around here?
Yeah, we go fishing
Yeah.
when we go to Wisconsin.
Is that right, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Terry's family has a small cottage on a,
Oh,
and,
and what's your catch up there? What is it?
Sunfish,
everything.
Is that right?
crappie,
Bluegill,
bass,
Uh-huh.
some northern,
Northern.
walleye northern,
Uh-huh.
but I like sunfish. And,
Well, they're not very big sunfish, are they?
Well,
oh, you can get some this big, yeah, but we kind of just go catch fish. But we do
We
eat
go to
them.
sit on the boat so you can drink beer.
Yeah, on the pontoon, yeah. Yeah.
Now, what do people catch around here? What do you-
Well, I
you-
suppose if they go in Lake Ontario, they can catch real big
Lake
fish.
trout or?
Whitefish, rainbow trout.
Rainbow trout, salmon,
rainbow.
some salmon.
No, it's salmon now.
No, you get salmon in the In the lake?
Yeah, Lake Huron.
Here,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what kind of salmon are they?
Chinook?
Yeah, Chinook, yeah.
Yeah. And it used to be full of perch and herring and all that, but it's all gone now.
Isn't that sad? We're destroying so much, so much.
Smelt.
Yeah.
Oh, smelt runs.
Yeah,
Came up fishing a lot,
not now.
Is there, do they even exist anymore?
yeah. Just come down the river, I think, more than anything.
Yeah.
That was
Just get in the
popular.
river, man.
We used to do that at night.
Yeah, used to get a net.
Yep.
Yeah, catch smelt.
We used to bring it back and poor Ab used to sit here for hours.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not-
Like midnight, Mike used to bring him in and she'd sit and cut all the heads off. And
Yeah.
Yeah, use a scissors.
what a
That's
good
what they
mother.
use.
I'd be like, get out of here.
Yeah.
No, I know that in Wisconsin, when we were there, that they talked about fishing.
Oh, yeah. Hot fishing and hunting.
Paulie was a big fisherman. He liked to go fishing.
Yeah. Where is it we used to go to? That mall, I-75, where Frankenmuth.
Frankenmuth.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
German,
Yeah.
German, like, just
Yeah.
like
Year
a
round.
Christmas
She just stayed in there. Stayed there.
Christmas
She
store.
stayed
24
Oh, yeah.
days. I mean,
I don't know how many
Christmas
times.
all year round.
Yeah. And I-75, those,
Yeah.
I forget the name of the town that was there. And there was a restaurant there, we used to eat there. And all the fishermen always dropped in there when they were way up north there.
Okay.
And, I can't think of the name of the place. It's near Frankenmuth anyway. No, that's a nice place, that Frankenmuth.
Very nice. You know, before I forget, you never met Henry, did you? My grandpa?
Henry Guller.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the time we were there.
At one time.
50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember anything about him, or?
No, all I can remember is my dad and them there anyway, and they were talking, well, they were probably talking in German or whatever it was they were talking. But I remember, yeah, I remember him.
Well, in 1954, you were there in 1954, your grandpa was
Yeah.
living.
Oh, yeah, I think your grandmother died to
Right,
be,
53.
yeah, a year before that.
Right. Yeah, Mother talks about that on the tape. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because we went in the fall of 54 we went, and it was in September, and we crossed the border towards Huron there, and everything was, frost. They said the biggest frost they ever had.
Wow.
And everything, you could see everything wilted down.
September, yeah. Well, that's it.
When'd you drive down there? 53 Merc? When'd you drive down that time?
The Ford, 53 Ford.
Now, did you always go around Chicago, or did you take the
Well-
ferry across?
My mother's sister lived in Chicago, that's where we stopped there.
Boy, I bet you that took a while, because there's lots of two-lane roads then. No four-lane highway going to Bloomer, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
that's a
No,
long
no,
trip.
it was all two lane.
Oh, that took you a long,
Yeah.
how many days did it take you? Do you remember?
Well, we stayed in Chicago the first night, and then we made it the next night.
Really?
So that was,
Yeah.
you did a lot of driving.
Have I ever been in Wisconsin?
Huh?
We've never been there. The kids have.
You were there. You phoned over there that time. 1980, was it, we went over?
What I phoned for?
Well, we were staying to see
Yeah.
how because you're supposed to be looking after the house.
I think we are.
He just wanted to see and make sure you were still there. 'Cause he had a lot of cleaning up to do.
It wasn't my older brothers that did that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it must.
They're looking after me.
Those lamps, there's two of them there. And one of them, we looked at it, and here they said the cat knocked it down.
Oh, that must have been David.
it together.
It's all glued together.
That's called the
Party
memory.
time.
Who is that, you or me?
Couldn't have been me.
You're too young, in
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Way too young.
And you said your dad went to Bloomer every year for a couple of years?
Oh, yeah, after we got down there, because I remember,
I remember taking him to the airport, like, he used to
Yeah.
drive to the airport, remember?
yeah,
Oh, he used to fly?
Himself, yeah.
Yeah.
Rosner used to.
Okay.
and
And he stayed then with Ruthie and Polly?
I think Uncle Herman and Hulda that stayed there.
Oh.
Okay. Well, with his sister, yeah.
Okay, well, okay, all right.
That's where they stayed. Yeah, pretty well there for a few years, with every fall, as soon as we got done with, well, I done the fall plowing there, but I done doing the fall plowing there, that's when he went over. We take him to Toronto.
Yeah, taking the plane, yeah. I don't know how you ever got on the plane, you got on the plane, yeah, on his way.
Yeah, they had to stop over in Chicago there, that big airport there. He had to stop over there. He got around on it.
Yeah, I was gonna
He
say,
must have
you
flew
never
into
came.
Minneapolis then, huh?
Yeah, up north there someplace.
He flew into Minneapolis and I imagine they,
Yeah, Eau Claire.
oh, they did fly into Eau Claire?
Yeah,
Okay, well,
Yeah,
then
that's
that wasn't
right.
her.
yeah.
He didn't have a cane, or he wasn't using a cane or anything, was he?
No, not that time, no.
Yeah.
But they, pretty well there for a few years there. And I remember the time we were over in '54, that Aunt Hulda there, and he said his goodbye there. He said, maybe I'll never see you again. But by God, it turned out that he was going then for a few years after
Yeah,
that.
that's good.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
Dan Hulda was here
yeah.
a few times, right? They were here a few
Yeah,
times.
Grandpa's funeral.
Yeah,
She was
before that though, yeah, no, she was here before that though, right?
Oh, yeah, Uncle Herman.
Yeah.
And, I
But you
think
got,
it was
but you
Lorraine,
weren't,
huh?
you don't remember that yourself, do you?
Yeah,
I remember seeing her a couple of times, twice anyway, yeah.
well, I think Uncle Herman and Hulda and Lorraine
Lorraine, that's,
His
come up,
cousin,
yeah, one
Yeah.
time there, I think.
Hulda's daughter.
oh, okay.
And that's, they live in La Crosse now, right? Is that the right?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and they come up
Okay.
one time there.
Well, what do you remember, Dave, about them coming?
Well, I just remember all of us being in the room.
Yeah.
We always used to be in that big room.
Oh, yeah.
We were all there, yeah.
And in the States, the first time they come over, in the States, like, kids could go in hotels or bars or whatever, kids could go in. And Lorraine and Uncle Herman and Hulda, and I guess it'd be Martha and Fred and Uncle Mike there, they dropped in the hotel there with Lorraine to have a beer, on the way one day there. And by God, they put them right out of there.
Really? No kids in the bar. Even when you're with the parents?
No, you couldn't.
That's where your picture comes from.
Yeah,
You can't
and I'd never
take
seen
them
that
in
before.
there.
It was amazing.
Yeah, that was 16 when Grandpa Rosner died.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's how old I was when my grandpa died.
yeah. Yeah, good Mark.
Yeah, I remember.
Michael went down, got lunch down Toronto.
So yeah, we go down and pick up.
Huh?
Trying to think who Mark and I went down and pick
Dad's
up.
mother, wasn't
Uh-huh.
No,
It was
who'd we go pick up?
Paul and Elton.
Yeah.
Paul and Elton
Mhm.
and Aunt Hulda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Elton
That's right,
Christine.
you did.
Yeah.
yeah, that's Grandpa's funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just got here and we went to have the funeral that night there.
Didn't we went down and picked up Eileen Beaner one time too. Somebody, Mark
The
and I.
time.
Yeah.
Time
Eileen
when
died.
Eileen died, yeah.
We went down and picked up Eileen, Mark and I.
Yeah.
Somebody, I'm sure Mark and I went down.
Who's Eileen?
Yeah, who's on your gene?
Oh, okay. Oh,
Who was that?
Beaver.
Oh.
You know, Beaner's a tobacco farmers around here.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why my folks never came over. They never made the trip. Well, they talked about it once, but
Yeah, that's Fred and Martha, they've been, well, they're here a couple times too.
yeah.
No, I don't know, what's the youngest girl with Fred and Martha?
Lois.
Well, yeah, she was here.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's in
What
Milwaukee.
year it was, I can't tell you. It must have been in the 60s, 70s, when they come over.
Well, you remember pretty good.
You do, that's great.
How old are you now?
Be 79 this year.
Oh, wow.
I remember
Yeah, Good. You're still young now.
Yeah, still young. Yeah.
We're having, the last 2 years I've gotten the Guller cousins together. So we're going to try and do it, I guess, it'll be our 3rd year when I get back. And we've got one coming from Virginia, one from Texas, one from Tennessee. Of course, we're coming from Pennsylvania.
Lois has come from
Lois
Milwaukee.
is coming from Milwaukee, and then most of the rest of them are local. Well, there's a couple down in Atlanta and one on the West Coast that can't come, but we just kind of lost touch over the years. So we thought, well, we'll try and get together, and of course Ruthie was there, and well, you wouldn't know Nyla, but this was Judy's wife, Judy Guller.
The oldest.
Well, I remember.
He was the oldest.
Yeah, his wife. So his wife and Ruthie were with us the first year we met, and then she passed away like a week before last year's reunion. And so now it's just Aunt Ruthie.
Yeah.
She turns 90 in July.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
We'll have to send her a birthday card.
Pardon?
We'll have to send her a birthday
Oh,
card.
she'd like that.
Yeah.
She'd like that. Well, you have anything? I'm taking the. Remember I told you about taking the video? Well, when you want to tell Ruthie anything, you can tell her.
Tell her happy birthday.
Yeah.
No, I gotta get writing her. She has wrote, and I haven't got around to never did. Have you done all the writing all the time?
Phoning and the writing. and-
What's her birthday?
All the phoning and the writing.
Yeah, yeah.
Write that down.
You
Yeah.
know, he has it on his
He has it on
calendar.
his calendar.
He has it on his
Here it
calendar.
is. Oh,
He showed it to us. Yeah.
He showed it to
Okay.
us on his
Oh.
calendar.
well, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
So remind
Mom
me
might
a
put it on
week
there,
or two before and we'll send her out a card.
Ruth used to stand over what kind of?
Chocolate.
Some kind of cookies or something.
Yeah, or
Oh, she's a baker. Yeah, she cooks and bakes a lot.
Yeah, well, she used to
a
stand them
can
over.
of stuff.
Can. I forget what they're called. But anyway, Abby and neighbor lady, they started making them.
Kiffles.
Huh?
Kiffles.
No,
Kiffles.
Not those kiffles?
no, that's what Eileen made.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chocolate one. This is chocolate. She'd send over a can. And they weren't getting along too good. And so they got on the phone and they phoned Ruth.
How to make them.
Yeah, how to make them.
Something was missing.
Secret,
Yeah.
secret ingredient there.
And we just like talking to somebody, you know.
Yeah.
Well, now, talking about food, did you, my grandma and grandpa always had dumplings and sauerkraut and sausage,
Oh, yeah.
potato dumplings,
Yeah.
flour.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sauerkraut.
You made sauerkraut a couple, 4 or 5 years ago, you made sauerkraut.
Yeah, yeah. But
Grippy crock, and then you
Yeah.
put a plate on it with a stone.
and then turning it, Abby's
Press it.
turn it.
Yeah.
and
Then you
uh,
dug in there and ate it raw. That's what we used to do.
there's 45 wooden barrel. Still out in the barn there, they used to make.
In wood,
Yeah.
wooden barrel.
Yeah. They'd have the big stone on there.
Yeah.
Lid on.
Now, did you ever make your own sausage then, too, when you were farming?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I killed 2 pigs in the fall,
Yeah,
and one was for
Oh, I don't think.
sausage, sausage.
okay.
And then they smoked a lot of it too.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
okay.
ham, the quarters, and that they smoked it. We used to hang in that room there before that door was there. That's where we used to hang in there.
Oh, yeah.
No, don't remember that.
No. And the ham, well, they were good, you know.
Used to hang in the house?
Yeah, used to hang in there.
After it was smoked.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, after it was smoked, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Did you make blood sausage and liver sausage too?
Head cheese, that's all they made. That's all they made.
Still kill.
That's it, yeah. Every time I went to the butcher's there, Grandpa would always buy that head cheese, remember?
I know, I didn't like that either.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
head cheese, eh? Chesley there all the time.
You tell me I'll come with the same.
Chesley,
family.
buy the head cheese.
Oh,
Chesley,
yeah.
bring it back with you.
Yeah.
Did you used to have Varmin schnapps? Did somebody in your family make Varmin schnapps?
Grandma Rosner used to have a recipe for Barman schnapps.
Uh-huh.
And it was she'd make it every Christmas, and of course she put the alcohol in, she'd let the kids have a swig of it. But it was, you took a cup of sugar and a stick of butter, and you caramelized the sugar, and then you took it off the burner and you added a cup of alcohol. And this wasn't 100 proof, this was 100%. It was full strength
shot,
stuff. And,
Grandpa used to make that, hot toddy, that's what.
Well, it's probably, it could be
Very
called that, yes.
This was an old, she brought this recipe with her.
Yeah,
from
that's
Germany,
right, the sugar
Marvin
and the
Schnapps,
butter,
yeah.
Yeah.
Put them to sleep.
Good. Oh, yeah.
You didn't have a cold in the morning.
It was pretty strong.
You'd sleep
Very
right.
strong, but that was one recipe I got from my mother.
Yeah, my grandpa used to sample it quite a bit before he got her baked, didn't he?
Made sure it tasted right.
Well, now, my grandpa used to put, we'd always save the bacon grease, of course. He'd have eggs and bacon for breakfast, and usually I'd make it, but he'd save the bacon grease, and then on his toast, he'd put the bacon grease on his toast.
Sure, yeah, yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, now they throw it out.
Grandpa used to dip his bread in that bacon grease.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's the best part of the steak is the fat.
Oh, yeah.
When I was a little kid, I always had a rooster tail up here, you see? So they get the fat, you know. Butter on later.
It was used for everything.
Program.
Way to Sunday school, pounded down.
Smell good too, huh?
Probably smelled like bacon. That's not so bad.
Probably everybody else did too.
Yeah.
Well, now Grandpa also used to take, when he'd get sick, he'd take a tablespoon of turpentine.
Yeah, I've heard of that too.
Oh my goodness.
That can't be good for you.
I can't imagine, but that was one of his medicines, though.
Coil oil.
How
If
long?
the kids had worms, I know Hammond there, they used to give them a little bit of coil oil, just to kill your worms in there, get rid of them.
How old was your grandfather when he died then?
He was 86.
See? See?
Yeah, I guess it didn't hurt him.
Never know.
Grandpa used to wear 2 pair of long underwear in the winter and 1 pair in the summer.
Socks up to here.
Socks up there.
There's some good pictures of him in there with the socks on.
Keep the cold out, keep the heat out, that's what they say. Oh, yeah, no.
So how old were you when your grandpa passed?
You were 16, I'd be 13.
76.
Yeah, I was in grade 9. I just started school, I was in grade 9 that year, I remember that.
17 somewhere.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that summer there, like, well, we had the lane grain and hay back in the back there. And that summer it was hay, yeah, we're hauling hay, and he drove up and down that lane all these years now with a tractor. And this one day he drove up there, and the first corner he come to, he caught on a fence post there and pulled half the hay off. Well, we loaded her up and went on and come to the barn there. There was a post there, there was a gate there. God, if he didn't catch the other side, pull everything off. And that was the last time he bothered with the tractor. He never bothered driving it anymore. He just couldn't, you know, whatever happened. But
Yeah.
and I think that fall was that in '76, like that fall that he died.
Yeah, seeing my grandma, Guller, or Rosner, she had a brain tumor or something. She died at like 63 or 64. She was pretty young, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we moved into that's when then my folks moved into the house.
Oh, yeah.
And to stay with my grandpa.
Uh-huh.
And then he finally developed, he smoked all the time, and he rolled his own cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, as a kid, that was fun, you know, he helped me roll a cigarette. But he finally got throat cancer, and
Is that right?
yeah, and passed at 80. He was 86 when he passed, and I was 16. I was about 1964, I guess. When he passed. My grandpa passed in 53. He passed in 64.
Yeah, no, my mother, she had to have a hysterectomy, that's what she had to have. And the doctor told me, she said there could be cancer. And he said, don't tell your mother. So anyway, she had the operation, and everything was good. And after she come home and that, I told her about it. She says, no, she says, there was never cancer in her family. And there was no way that she was gonna have it. That don't go that way now.
No, it sure doesn't.
Doesn't go. But she said, no, she wasn't scared of that. She knew it
That's
wasn't.
good.
Well, back then, they didn't know what cancer was.
No.
They had no idea what.
No.
Yeah, you gotta enjoy every day. So.
Oh,
House around here is really bad.
Really?
Get out of your 60s, you're doing well around
Wow.
here.
Well, it's like that all
it?
over, I
I think-
think. Wisconsin is high cancer area as well, you know. Yeah, a lot
Well,
of
yeah, her Terry's sister had
brain cancer.
brain
tumor.
cancer.
yeah, the young ones too, holy.
Yeah, that's what's hard to see,
Yeah.
yeah, especially the young ones, yeah.
Let me see, I think,
Uh,
how old was Joanne when she died? She was diagnosed in I have to think, it was 1999. And she was probably 59, and she lived, I think, about 6 years after this. She was about 65, I think, 65. They told her she had 3 to 6 months to live, and she lived for like 6 years. So that was really, yeah, she had, her quality of life was really great until about the last
Well,
6
she
months.
set a bowling record at the bowling alley during this period of time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For the highest women's series. And,
yeah. She
yeah,
did.
She had
She had a good
fortunate.
outlook, and her husband helped her a lot, so that's.
Yeah.
How big is Gettysburg?
It's about 8,000, 9,000.
I watched the show on the,
I said it was bigger, but yeah, that's the size.
I watched the show on there where the two armies met.
Yeah.
There was a documentary on that there about
Oh, yeah.
a month ago we watched, remember?
Yeah.
It was Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, on the field there, and they keep finding old bullets and old
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
balls and all that.
Yeah.
The history must be unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
is.
big. They have about 1.2 million visitors a year.
I thought it was 3 million.
No, it's just a little over
Oh,
one.
I was
This is
3 million. I thought it was 3.
God, no, we'd be.
I'm sorry, you know, I'm not the historian.
And do people stay in Gettysburg when they
Oh,
go?
In fact,
there's
just-
lots of hotels.
Oh,
In
okay.
fact, I mean, we're just amazed at the number of hotels. They just built 3 new hotels, and we're like, how are they gonna, well, how are they gonna keep these places full? And they said it's not a problem. And,
Wow.
yeah, it's amazing. And the PBS series on the Civil War really.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay,
Yeah.
that's, okay, that's,
Increased a lot of interest people had.
Oh, no, I watched, it was pretty interesting, one documentary.
Well, the movie
The
Gettysburg,
movie guys.
they filmed
okay.
it there shortly after we moved there. Was it about 93 or 94?
Yeah.
Something like that, and after that, the popularity of going there to the battlefield was pretty good. But see, there's so many reenactors, it's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
That they just go from battlefield to battlefield and reenact and set up their little
Full
tents.
costume,
And,
everything, tents and everything, yeah, that's their hobby, they love to do that stuff.
well, just about, is it a half a mile or 3/4 of a mile from our house,
Yeah.
they
we're custom-
built, I mean, they bought a farm,
Oh.
and it's an old stone house, and this is part of, the
Just a
battlefield company
separate group of people and
bought
they restore the
this,
property.
and people come, and they put up their tents, and,
They worked on the place and rehabilitated it.
yeah, it looks really nice, the farm was sort of
The
happy.
problem we have in our county, we're a rural county of about 100,000, and but a lot of people from DC, when they retire, they like to move up there, because it's a rural atmosphere. Well, of course, the more people that move there, then the rural thing goes away. And so there's a lot of efforts for conserving farmland, conservation, putting farmland into a conservation trust so it can't be developed.
Can't be severed,
Yeah. But, so there's a lot of that going on.
Just like it here,
It's
you
a
can't,
pretty
if you
area.
own a farm, you can't sever off a chunk of land unless it's for family.
Oh.
Then you can put you can put one chunk of land, one house, now they pass up.
Okay. Yeah. So
Is it good farm country down there?
It's mostly fruit.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There's a lot of clay,
Uh-huh.
clay and rock, a lot of
Is that
clay
right?
and a lot of rock in that area. It's not like Wisconsin or here,
Oh.
where it's very fertile land.
Yeah, uh-huh.
There are some farms though that
Yeah,
that
there are
do well, but
Uh-huh.
Not many.
but mostly it's fruit, lots of fruit, lots of fruit. They have apple blossom festival, apple harvest
Oh,
festival.
Yeah.
Lots of peaches, lots
Uh-huh.
of cherries,
Uh-huh.
strawberries.
Well, winters are short there, aren't they?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, compared to here.
Started snowing here over, was it February the 3rd, it started snowing here? And
Well, that's
not till
late.
February. Well, I know,
It was, yeah.
January is beautiful, like, I mean,
Well, we had
First time ever.
so I could cut your lawn in January. But it started snowing February 3rd,
Wow.
and it snowed, and I plowed every day for, I think I figured it was 43 days I plowed.
Oh.
Over a month and a half, I plowed every day.
Well, Mackenzie missed 14 school days.
So this road was closed for
21 was closed for 2
7 days
weeks.
straight.
Holy hell.
7 days straight, and it opened for
Yeah.
a day, and then closed for a day.
Wow.
I was telling Mackenzie, you can golf in where I'm at all except for January and February.
Oh.
One of you guys will go from here in January. That one golf course. Yeah, they opened up and flags up.
First time I can ever remember though.
Practice land.
Well, we usually have snow January, February, and sometimes March. We've had our worst snowstorms
Yeah,
off
that's
in the
right,
beginning of
March.
March.
Right? No March.
Well, they had a lot of snow down there this year.
Yeah.
New York and all that.
Yeah.
New York
It
did.
missed us,
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of missed us. It was
Oh.
more northern Pennsylvania and New York. We didn't have too
Yeah,
much.
well, in fact, I volunteered at a local ski resort, and we didn't have enough natural snow until maybe the last week or two in the season. It was all man-made. It was cold enough that they could make it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, there wasn't any natural snow till the end.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a lot.
no, we haven't had the winters here like we used to have either.
No, they didn't.
Well, you're
in Wisconsin.
about the same distance north as Bloomer. I mean, you're a little
Pretty
farther
close,
north, but
Pretty close, I think.
I thought looking on the map that they're
It's
pretty
not-
close.
Pretty close across. You don't think that, but you are.
Yeah, I know. I would have thought you guys would be farther north.
Yeah, the first time my dad went over there, he was with a bunch there, I don't know who they were with there, and anyway, they thought, oh, the Indians still own this land.
There are probably more Indians in northern Wisconsin. Because when I was a kid, you could drive, you'd go on a drive and you'd see these wigwams and
Is
that right?
Indian souvenirs and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, for the longest time.
Yeah, now they have casinos.
Yes, that's right. Now they
They
drive
have
that.
here
Yours too.
Same here, yeah.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
Yeah.
How close is? What's the closest one to here?
Really?
Man, like,
Reserve.
How far is that?
No,
Like
casinos.
casino would be really,
Oh,
it would be
right.
2 hours.
2 hours. Okay.
but the reserve is right just the other side of Samantha.
And what is that?
Chippewa.
Oh, the Chippewa.
Yeah,
Oh.
foundation, yeah.
We were born in Chippewa Falls.
Chippewa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Which
Yeah.
is mentioned in the movie Titanic. If you
Yeah,
watch it.
yes.
Well,
Yeah, the Indians up here, they're, well off, you see.
Well, they get money from Rama.
Huh?
They get money from Rama too.
Oh, yeah.
What's Rama?
The casino, which
Oh,
the Indians
okay.
one up north.
Okay.
Oh, look at Whitey's brother worked, well, he did work there, but they're all native employees there too.
Yeah.
But I know they get some money, that's why they don't want to put a casino there, because they get money from them, they don't have to do any work, so.
They don't work.
Yeah.
Years ago, the white man sold all the used cars to the Indians. And
Okay.
now the Indians, they buy the new cars and
We buy the used cars.
the white
Things can change, can't
They're
they?
driving the nice ones now.
Yeah, isn't it
Oh,
interesting?
yeah.
Yeah, I know fishing's a big issue in Wisconsin, because the Indians can.
They have rights anywhere.
Yeah, they have
That's what
rights
happened up here
anywhere,
too.
yeah.
eh?
Yeah.
All the local fishermen, like the Lonks and Jacksons, they lost all the rights for here. And now Jackson, they fish at, where they pass Goddard.
Yeah, Goddard, which is an hour.
Yeah,
South.
Willie, I don't know Willie where he does. He's got some code left, but the Indians, they just go anywhere. They just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Will the
it's
Indians
great.
fish this up here?
Yeah.
They are.
Well, I don't want to overstay our visit here. It's been fun and enjoyed it. Appreciate you taking
you guys are
time.
welcome for supper, 6 o'clock tonight.
Thank you, thank you,
But,
thank you.
We're off to, where are you going now?
Wisconsin.
Oh, you're heading today?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know, I
Yeah.
thought you guys were staying on the
Yeah, I
way.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
No.
He's gonna get a roast and.
Yeah.
Oh,
supper.
you
You got the right guy.
Yeah, I'd say.
The last couple of years though.
Oh, we have some good friends of ours. She doesn't cook at all, Alex and Steve, and Steve.
I don't
does all
do
the-
breakfast.
Marilyn doesn't cook at all.
Oh,
Marilyn.
really?
Only if I'm
She
doing
She
breakfast.
makes toast.
Yeah, good toast. She doesn't cook at all. Mark does
How many years have I
everything.
been doing breakfast?
Oh,
Here?
Yeah.
Oh,
forever,
huh?
forever. That I
I
remember.
That's
don't know
cool.
how many years you've been
A lot.
cooking here.
Yeah, I do breakfast a fair amount.
Probably 8 years anyway.
Oh, yeah, that
Maybe
was.
more than that. Oh, more than that.
That's great.
It is, it's so nice that you live so close, you know, like our kid, well, we've always been gone, you know,
Yeah.
with your job and.
Yeah.
And our families used to
Yeah.
get together a lot, but, you know,
Well, we come out for breakfast and then we all get together for supper too.
That's cool.
We work out in between. Well, last Sunday, Mother's Day, we had, come over, we had breakfast, Mark and Mel were down, and we had a big breakfast, and then we had to go to Carol's mom's brunch at 2 o'clock. It was a great big buffet lunch. And then we came back here for supper that night. It was just like I couldn't even
Oh,
move.
come on. But you keep eating.
I know.
You find room.
Yeah, it's just one that we pretty well, most Sundays we've been, not every Sunday, but most Sundays we've been, yeah.
Well, that's
There's usually lots left over there, I have
Yeah,
enough.
it's
for
usually.
the week,
yeah.
huh?
Yeah, we get a couple meals out of it for the
Well,
week.
I did steaks up Friday night there, and well, there was 2 left over, so, and vegetables. I brought it to Dad yesterday afternoon. And so he said, well, I was gonna have a bowl of chili.
You got a steak?
Hey, you got another one last night.
What's that?
I brought one
Oh,
over.
really?
Yeah, that's right, it was good.
You're gonna have that.
Yeah, you're not going hungry.
Left me one of those potato
Whole
bags,
bloody way.
One of those bags of Ruth made. You just put the potato in the microwave in this bag.
What's that?
This material Ruth Dudgeon made for us.
Oh,
Just
Yeah,
throw
she
your
did
potato
one for
inside
you.
there and you
You know,
just.
why don't you let me take it so I can get you in it?
Oh, a picture?
Yeah, where's the camera?
That's what I was looking for.
Where's it?
Oh, yeah.
That's all, yeah.
Let me take a picture of these first.
all the little ones there.
Here. Gotta try and do this out of glare.
Do you want the light off on, or you want to do it on the top of a napkin?
My flash, I'm actually black.
Oh, black. Well, here's a black.
Here's the block.
That would work.
I gotta go build a gate and tackle that gate today.
Mark's not coming down to help you?
No, I have to call.
You want this underneath, honey?
Oh, okay, sure.
I think I gotta figure out, I gotta get a wheel for the bottom of it, because it's so big.
Yeah.
It's 4 feet across, right? Is that a caster or something like that? You know,
Good rule.
rubber wheel, like a rubber, you know, you buy those at the Fort, I don't see them at the depot, I got ones down there.
Well, you never know. Maybe we'll make our way down to Pennsylvania.
Oh, yes, it really.
That'd be nice to show, take Mackenzie and all the museums and
Go with a lot of work, so, back.
Get us
Well,
working.
it's
and then you would go
That's great that you
through
did that.
DC
That's really
then,
good.
right?
Well,
It's so-
you know,
DC is
I've been
rolling
working on
then.
bits
Oh, I
and
see.
pieces,
Keep going.
and it just,
Okay.
when I
You would
was
keep
able
going.
to
We need to
retire,
see.
and I thought, well.
It is,
just-
it is.
Everybody's got
Now, you
everything,
know, like
put it all
to take
together in one
tours of the
place,
White
and
House,
we
you
got all the
know,
information, and-
in
and
order
it's really
to
fun,
be able to
me,
do that, you
my wife
have
likes to make, put
to, you know,
puzzles
like get
together. I don't have
tickets in
patience for
advance,
puzzles.
so.
But this is like a
If
big
you, when
puzzle.
you were coming or
Yeah.
something like that, we
Something
could
I-
probably see if we
And
could,
it's just
we could
amazing
do
the
that for
things
you.
I find
And like
out
they have
that
the
I didn't know
Holocaust
before.
Museum, oh, they have the Air and Space Museum, I mean, they have
Yeah.
museum after museum
Yeah,
after
yeah, yeah,
museum
yeah.
after. You know, I can tolerate a couple, that's about
Yeah.
all I can tolerate one day. Dennis could probably spend the whole day there, but this is DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here, honey, why don't you let me take it, because then I can get.
Sure, well, I haven't had a picture, maybe.
Yeah. Too bad Mark
Why don't
wasn't
you get
here.
over there?
Okay.
Hey, Mackenzie,
Not going, Ken, Carol.
you want to be in the
Yeah,
picture too?
Yeah.
Can you, oh, I have to find this straight, it'll say right.
Come on, bud.
Is it all ready, just to point and
Yeah, it
shoot?
should be.
Behind your Uncle Dave,
There's the-
or in front of your Uncle Dave. I know, it's
The
not.
boss there.
Do you want?
Okay, now what's the, what was this, okay, want to be sure I get everybody in here. Did it click?
Try again. no.
Okay, sorry. Probably didn't wait long enough. There you go.
You just laugh at mother there, she always
Oh,
camera
yeah.
taking pictures, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She'd always have her finger over the leg. She'd always have her finger be-
Or the legs on.
Somebody be missing her head or something.
Is that one okay? Or do you
Or
want-
they'll film
Or
them.
no, but- And I used to always say, so
They'll
what,
film them.
I used to always say, so what did you actually see when you looked in there?
They had no film.
They'll film was the other one, yeah, she was gonna take a bunch of pictures and they'll film them.
Yeah, well, my kids
Different now.
always make fun of me for taking pictures.
I know, but now they're really pretty
Now
good
they're
at it. They use
appreciative.
it, yeah, they are appreciating. And now when it says, oh, I want to show them the little pictures of Tyler. Do you
Oh,
have-
all right. I'll go
This is
see.
our first grandson,
Yeah.
so well, first grandchild, so we're really
This
excited.
is exciting.
Yes, it is.
Great, eh?
We've almost seen him now, almost every week since he was born.
How old is he?
He is eight weeks now.
Oh,
Eight weeks, so. And Kristen had a C-section, so I was down there. Either Dennis or I were there almost that whole first week. And then we, almost every weekend, and well, Rob was doing a race up in our area, so Kristen came up and Tyler. And then Kristen came up during the week one time, and then we go down there. So it's only about an hour and a half, so that's
Oh, okay.
that's not too bad.
An exciting time for you, that's for sure.
Imagine how many pictures Dennis would take.
And Mackenzie spends about
Oh.
a day a week here, right?